Hi, everybody. I'm Karen Allen, a love and empowerment coach for single women. I'm really happy to be here today. I'm the founder of the Empowered Single Women Facebook group. And I thought I'd pop on today to talk to you about the concept of overgiving. A lot of the women that I work with are highly empathic, meaning they have a tendency to really focus on other people's needs and wants and put their own needs aside in order to help other people. And so as a result of this, they tend to give and give and give more until they actually often end up being depleted and sometimes even resentful. And it can seem like this is coming from a really good and noble place, right? You have a big heart. You're a kind and thoughtful person. You want the people around you that you love to be happy. So that seems like a really good thing, right? But the real reason why you overgive isn't what you think. It isn't actually about love and generosity. It's actually coming from a place of fear, a fear of losing others if you don't give them what they want the minute they want it. And this is usually subconscious. It's not something that you're usually conscious of. So if you're like, no, that's not me, just hear me out and give me a moment, because I too was one of these people, but I didn't used to agree with the idea of where it was coming from. I always thought, no, I'm a really kind and generous person. Well, that may be true. We're not arguing that, right? But I'm just saying there's some subconscious reasons why you give too much, because there's a difference between generosity and giving and over giving to the point of self-sacrificing and depleting yourself. So most people I know who chronically overgive had difficult childhoods, and they usually ended up having to put their own needs aside in order to focus on the needs of their family members, often their parents. And this could happen for a variety of reasons. Sometimes it might be from neglect. It might be, an abusive situation. Maybe one or both parents had an addiction. Maybe one or both parents had a mental illness. Maybe somebody was sick. Maybe somebody died. Maybe somebody left. There can be a variety of reasons why it happens. But long story short, the roles get reversed and the child ends up revolving everything around their parents' needs and learn to tune out their own body's signals and their own needs. And it's supposed to be the opposite. The parent's supposed to pay attention to the child's needs and give the child what they want, not the opposite. But in some of our childhoods, this pattern gets reversed. So then fast forward to your adult relationships, and you're going into those relationships repeating this pattern without even realizing it's what you're doing, right? So you do everything for your partner, everything for your kids. You never ask for anything in return, or rarely do. You self-sacrifice, you deplete yourself to the point of feeling just exhausted. And because you give so much, you cause other people to become dependent on you and also to take you for granted. So we really do teach people how to treat us. And if we're teaching people that we're just going to give them things no matter whether they deserve it or not, or whether they're contributing equal energy to our relationships or not, they're going to keep taking, right? And again, this can seem like it's coming from a good place, but really it's coming from a lack of self-esteem, of not valuing yourself as highly as you value other people. I mean, think about it. Why should you be last? Why should you exhaust yourself, to make people happy, but not spend an equal amount of energy making yourself happy? This pattern is really very unhealthy, and it makes you a prime target for narcissistic people, for people who are takers, right? Narcissists love overgivers because they love to take, they love to receive. They're looking for what we call narcissistic supply. So they look for the overgivers. That's who they're going for. And these types of relationships are always going to leave you feeling drained and exhausted and like a shell of who you used to be. So the solution to this pattern is to learn to balance giving to others with giving to yourself. And it's also about learning to avoid the narcissistic types, the signs of, that you're running into one of them, and not getting involved in those relationships, because narcissistic types just don't have your well-being at heart. So think about it. If you have their well-being at heart and they don't have yours at heart, then who's winning, who's losing, right? And healthy relationships are win-win. They're not win-lose. So if you'd like to learn more about what it means to be an empath, why you're wired that way, and how to avoid the narcissistic types, I invite you to attend my free 1-hour workshop coming up this Thursday, August 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can double check your time zone converter to convert to your time. So it's from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern, and it's called Empaths and Narcissists: Why Loving Women Attract Toxic Partners and How to Break the Cycle. This is one of the most important workshops I've ever done. And you can go to KarenStrangAllen.com, KarenStrangAllen.com, and click the link to register. I'll also post the direct link in the comments below once the Facebook Live is finished. So I really highly encourage you to attend this workshop. If you've ever been in one-way toxic relationships that left you feeling drained. So again, I'll post the link in the comments below. We have over 75 ladies already registered. I have room for 100. So if you do want to attend, I encourage you to register sooner rather than later. I'm not doing a replay, but I will be doing this workshop once again in October. So if you miss this one, you can always do it in October. I don't have the date for that quite yet. I will post it in this group when I do. So once you register, you'll receive right away an email with login details. And you'll also receive a reminder email on Thursday. That's why I need your email address so that I can send you those details. Yeah, so that's it. This is a really important topic. If you're a highly empathic woman, you're going to tend to attract narcissistic types. I really want you to learn how to protect yourself, and that's what this workshop's about. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and I'm wishing you a really great day, and I hope I see you on Thursday evening. Bye for now.